Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and very happy to hear that, Richard. I hope you don't mind if I call you Richard, because I obviously am not particularly good at pronouncing Je Sans Frontiere, but at least better than my first couple of attempts. So, I had to restart the stream. Yeah, and I saw the video that you made as well, talking about how, you've had to kind of adjust your strategy with your videos based on the amount of lore that seems to be contained in the new DLC. So I'm interested in hearing your non-spoilery thoughts on the extent to which the lore has changed. And so, JSF, I can't recall, is this something you covered in your video on the Hunter's Dream? The breathing sound that you hear? Seemingly of Gehrman snoring, that's how I interpreted it. Very odd. Did I start the game in offline mode? Or am I just seeing no... I think I started the game in offline mode. So I'll fix that real quick. Because I'm very, very interested in seeing whether or not they've done anything to address the Beldmaiden thing. No, actually. Interesting. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Memitim. Hopefully, it's not too long until it gets put on sale. I don't know why I went to play offline there. I don't think it's you see the bottom of the screen shades, there's a dark shade on the bottom of the screen, shadow, which is the same effect that happens whenever an NPC is talking, and you only hear just breathing. And in one of the recent episodes of Bloodborne Let's Talk Lore, when I warped back into the Hunter's Dream, I amplified the sound so that you could hear that and only that. Well, the music as well, but... And yeah, it just sounds like Gehrman sleeping. It's not snoring, it's just breathing. All of my slots are filled, the Memitim, and that's with me having deleted several characters. Like, I've had at least 10 other builds, I think. Oh, damn it. Well, we'll see. Okay, what do we have here? The eye of a blood-drunk hunter beckons hunters to the hunter's nightmare. A deformed creature will whisk you away outside Uden Chapel. So it's a key item. The eye of a blood-drunk hunter. Its pupil is collapsed and turned to mush, indicating the onset of the Scourge of the Beast. A hunter who goes drunk with blood is said to be taken by the nightmare, destined to wander forever, engaged in an endless hunt. It is a fate that no hunter can escape. So for anyone and everyone who's watching, welcome if you're just joining us. But this is going to be a very slow, very pedantic playthrough, blind playthrough of the DLC. So no spoilers, please. If I'm stuck and I ask for help, then that's obviously different. But just try not to spoil anything about the area or anything like that. Like, I know how to get there and everything, but and I know that you enter it through the gravestone, which in the waking world is where we find the old hunter's bone. So that's very interesting as well. It is a fate no hunter can escape. So by that, I wonder whether it is speaking generally of hunters, so DLC. So I wonder what the doll does then. Yeah, that explains that. So the eyes just sort of collapse and, like, in on themselves. Its pupil is collapsed and turned to mush. So the Blood Minister, the Chapel Dweller, Gascoigne, the Afflicted Beggar. There's so many NPCs. Yeah, that is... revelatory in a sense, and that's just like the first item description that we have. Okay, so we are going next to the Cathedral Ward. Something like 4 hours in the last 2 days. So I am exhausted right now. In fact, I'm gonna drink a Red Bull very shortly to at least partially mitigate that. But yeah, I had to do a lot of marking and a lot of reading, a lot of writing in order to kind of clear space for that Red Bull addiction. Well, it's not so much an addiction as it is just, you know, I don't tell other people how to live their lives. I'll just say that. So his pupil is collapsed and turned to mush. So he doesn't have any pupils at all, which suggests that he's a beast. I wonder how he's coded in the game, whether he's weak to serrated items. I should actually be careful that I'm not talking too loud, because it is 12:14 in the morning. Chapel Dweller is very creepy, and thanks to, so he might not be a beast, but as it says, indicating the onset of the Scourge of the Beast. So he has the Scourge, but he's not necessarily a beast, I guess. This is something I want to do as well. Something I've never done.
Oh, hello. Welcome back from... Oh, come in.
And so we'll do that slowly over the next little while. I want to see what happens with her and Adela. Okay, where are we going? To get grabbed by this bro over here. So weird when you don't have the insight. In my blind playthrough, I was just like, what the fuck is happening here? Although, I feel like I didn't see it.
Cursed fiends, their children too.
That.
And their children forever true.
From the trailer. Eastern time zone. So it is midnight right now. Whoa. It's a Dreamland's reflection of the Cathedral Ward. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, this is so cool. Program 12, thank you for the follow, friend. Welcome to the Rant King Covenant. Much appreciated. And thank you for joining us for this momentous occasion. Just... oh, that is so... gosh darn cool. Okay, there's no exit here. So just like in the Chalice Dungeons, and in the Root Chalices in particular, this would seem to be a reflection of a real-world place, but with the details moved around. So the Chalice Dungeons being in the Dreamlands is explained by this moving around, with the differences between... and I'm not speaking authoritatively, I'm just spitballing here. But yeah... I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm just blown away by this. Is that a sun? That's the sun. It's daytime. Wow. The door to the upper cathedral is still there. I'm hoping that we might be able to open that at some point. So that's the one difference between the two. And the landscape is different as well. This is fucking brilliant. Clouds look almost like a broken window. It looks almost like a clock tower. It's a clock tower. That is crazy. This is very eerie with no enemies. This looks like tomb mold. I don't think I have any level 5 tomb mold on this build, though. Oh, I do. It's at least got the same bulbous appearance. Because you can't get up there. Okay. New Bloodborne content. Still can't believe it's so hyped. Yeah, same here. And especially something that ties in so wonderfully to many of the things we're discussing, that I've been discussing not only in my videos, but that, you know, the likes of Richard Pilbeam, aka JSF, is making videos about, that Redgrave is making videos about, that, yeah, it's... Here's our first hunter. Hi, friend. We're not on the same side, are we? You have that new greatsword whip thing, don't you? I have a feeling this is not going to end well. I do want to keep Shaman Bone Blades equipped at all times. Free. Oh, I missed that. Hello, Marilyn. Sorry that I missed you coming into the stream. Welcome to the stream. Can you guys let me know if you can hear the game sound? Because I'm afraid you can hear the game sound. So I'm going to turn that down in a second. This guy is pretty nuts. Okay, thank you, Mehmet. Thank you, DFH. Dankeschön. Dankeschön? Or just say Danke. Gosh, you and your unlimited ammo. Incense doesn't do shit here. It also seems to be either unparryable or I have no idea how to get the time right on it. Doesn't leave a corpse. Blood vial. Game audio is good. You're a tad quiet. Okay, I can rectify that. Something that I did earlier. So I'm going to be likely a fair bit louder now. You can just let me know. Both is correct, though. You shouldn't leave away the shun because you have trouble. Dankeschön. So I need to practice that. Okay, fair point. No, not a nasty teacher. That's good. Teachers are honest teachers. Oh, I'm so glad that this is actually a day sooner than I thought I was going to be playing the DLC. But I received a comment. I can't remember who. I think it was... I can't remember. But they were like, yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm like, wait a second, it is tomorrow, isn't it? I was thinking that it was at 11:59 tomorrow. That's why I think instead of midnight, they should just do 11:55 or something like that. Because Old Hunter's Cap, that would alleviate so much confusion. Old hunter cap with a wide brim that hides their sharp gaze. In the old days when hunters were 10 a penny. 10 a penny. So that's even lower than a dime a dozen. 10 a penny. This was part of their standard garb. In the old days. I'm confused. Okay, there's no switch here. Okay, instead of grabbing a Red Bull, actually, back now, I forced my router to connect to a different server to see if that helps. Well, welcome back, Richard. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm actually going to get a protein shake because I'm kind of hungry. And at the risk of being incredibly unprofessional, I may also make pasta at some point. Okay, so we're going to need to open that likely from the other side. You also can't see this. You might see the mist at some point, but I got a new humidifier, and it's a cool mist humidifier, so it's nice little cool breeze rolling over my left arm every now and then. Okay, so let's go up this way. Oh, and before I have to go, Von in Astora, in Egon von Astora, you say it incorrectly. The V is spoken like, ah, thank you. Oh, Egon von Astora. I definitely got to work on that one, and especially. I think I'm curious about. The sound effects. His grunts are sound effects and not voice, which is interesting. I think that's the same way the rest of the NPCs are programmed. At least if I recall what Moonlight Butterfly said on this subject before. But thank you for that, DFH. I will continue to work on it. There's certain words that I take for granted that I know how to properly pronounce them. And I'm very grateful that you pointed them out. I should stop trying to parry this guy because these guys do not appear incredibly parryable. What file? It's a shame that you have to get going to work as well, DFH, but I will be editing the playthrough, including doing my best to work on the sound, because I find that the worst part about streaming from the PS4 is the sound. So you may have noticed in some of my previous videos that some of my more recent live streams that I've made an effort to beware of Hunter, but sneak attack is effective. Yeah, I've tried to amplify, do my usual audio stuff, where I try to make it sound as good as possible. I'm very, very over attentive to the audio. Oh, it's too bad to hear that. Yeah, I won't be streaming the whole thing tonight. Definitely not, just because of how underslept I am, but I will hopefully over the next several days be streaming frequently until I'm able to finish it. So that's the main rotunda, I guess, or not rotunda. This is where all the church giants are. But what do we have down there instead? Just beast patience. Do these things, these changes in the landscape, does this strike anyone else as the same kind of texture of the, what are they called? One of the enemies that JSF focused on in his first episode of Bloodborne Up Close, the Lost Children, the Nightmare's Lost Children or something like that. This looks like just like a stack of their bodies, but like even larger. It's similar kind of texture, if I recall what they look like correctly, but if Richard is still there, hopefully he can speak to that. Alright. Another hunter? Oh, hi friend. take care, have fun, and a successful day. Well, tomorrow. Well, whenever your day starts. Avija Zane, DFH. Have a great day. So, this hunter just took out an enemy. And I'm assuming that that's the hunter's attack dog, or hunting dog. Oh yeah, the kind of muscle is like the rock in amygdala's chamber. Ah. So we are literally witnessing a hunt. This is insane. Like, look at this. And the poor beast patient almost wants nothing to do with it. Hello, Rogue Heart. Yes, me as well. That's like, my mind is exploding at this moment. Thankfully not from frenzy, but just like from what we're seeing. Like, look at this. This is, in a way, like it's a window into a reflection of the past. But that doesn't explain why, like, the landscape is all messed up. And like, I guess that can just be explained by the fact that they're in the dream. But like, look at this. That's how the beast patients normally behave in the presence of flame, correct? Or are they just doing that with him? He sure takes his time with all of them. I do very much like that weapon he has, though. This is nuts. This is crazy. Like, and this guy over here is still hacking away, and or is he's trying to hit an enemy that he can't reach, isn't he? Is that like a bear trap? That's like a bear trap, isn't it? So we'll just do this. Silver bullets. Yeah, he's trying to hit an enemy. His pathing is broken. I want to take all this in because this is remarkable. If you keep trying, you can hit him. Just start using your jumping attacks. It's not going to happen, is it? Hi, friend. No, I'm not a beast. These are beasts. Yeah, shoot them. Whoa. These guys are rushing. What? Oh, it's too late. Again. No, thank you. The ball got me the first time and I was doing live commentary and hit me as I was saying. That's what FromSoft does best. Keeps you honest, keeps you humble. The second you start becoming overconfident, I'm amazed that I was able to dodge that. And did it kill you, Richard? I just got to the last boss earlier. DLC is crazy, you're gonna love it. Well, thank you, Zathenix. Much appreciated, and thank you for dropping by, friend. I believe you were here, if not for the last 2 streams, for the previous one at least. Okay, I probably don't want to fight this just yet, because I can only assume that that's a boss. There does appear to be... We do appear to possibly be going to the Upper Cathedral Ward, because it does appear to be the same there. Hello, Zykes. How are you, friend? Long time no see, and by that I mean, what, 2 days? It's finally here. Yeah, that looks a lot like Tomb Mold. So again, strengthening the connection at least, however tangential, between the Dreamlands and the Chalice Dungeons. This place is ridiculous. I'm good, just beat the DLC not too long ago and going through it again on New Game Plus 2. Very cool. Someone sent me a message earlier. If you're in chat, I apologize for not responding. Someone sent me a message saying something to the effect of doing the DLC on New Game Plus 5 is a bad idea. And I wanted to respond by saying, yeah, I could have told you that before. So, I assume that that's not the chain gun we're going to be able to get, but... Ouch. Come on, friends. This is an amygdala statue. Or amygdala, however. Whatever screwed up pronunciation FromSoft wants to use the same gravestones that we find in the Nightmare Frontier. This has to be too loud. I'm going to turn it down just a smidge. Wow. That damage. So, these are, like, would seem to be the hunters that are now beasts, I guess. Those machine guns are really nasty. So, the same just huntsmen that we see all throughout Yharnam, they're wearing the same clothes and everything. But this was them before they actually succumbed. Yeah, saw people say New Game Plus 5 and above was very hard indeed, so I stayed somewhat safe in New Game Plus. I went like ultra safe. In part it was just because I wanted to be able to use things that I pick up. So that's why I got 20 Blood Tinge and Arcane. Otherwise we would have been like level 90 or something. I thought it might be a corpse rather than a statue. Yep. Similar to the ancient dragon in Dark Souls 2. Almost like it's been there for so long it's become petrified. Pretty cool. And yeah, that sun is definitely Clock Tower. That's pretty cool. There's so much to explore here. Hi, friends. Although these guys might in fact be in the process of succumbing. God, can none of these guys be parried, or am I just terrible at timing? Of course the gravestones have to get in the way as well. There we go. Yeah, they can't be parried. Okay. Good to know. You can parry those hunters, but it can be tricky. Well, thank you, Kratos. Yeah, thankfully I was able to discover that for myself. So I wonder whether I'm getting any damage bonus with the serrated. With the serrated weapon. Oh no, blood lickers. Ugh. I don't know if I want to go down there tonight. I don't know if I have the energy for that. Speaking of which, I'll be right back in 1 second. Yes, this is New Game Sathanix.